Hi, you, and welcome to Switchin in the Kitchen, the show where I absolutely ruin a well-loved recipe by switching out every one of the ingredients to something completely different. It's obviously still a food, so it's like edible, but it's probably really disgusting. Let's go! This episode, I'm utterly annihilating the recipe of Quiche Lorraine. The ingredients currently in Quiche Lorraine are 3 eggs, 6 rashers of bacon, 300 milliliters of double cream, 175 grams of flour, 115 grams of butter, and some salt and pepper. So I'm going to switch them all out. First of all, eggs are going to become grapefruit. Bacon is going to be mushroom. Double cream is going to become fudge. Flour will be strawberries. Butter is going to be switched out for vinegar, ew. And instead of salt and pepper, this quiche is going to be seasoned with potato. Well, that sounds disgusting. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's do that. Okay, so here are my ingredients. I'm actually very worried that this is going to be horribly disgusting. Okay, step 1. To make the pastry, in a bowl, rub the butter into the flour, then use a knife to mix in 1 egg yolk. So I have to rub vinegar into strawberries. I very much do not want to do this. That's pretty disgusting, but here we go, I guess. Oh, I better weigh these out, actually. Okay, so that is 175 grams of strawberries. And I need 115 grams of vinegar. And whereas vinegar is actually a liquid, so I'm going to just do 115 milliliters and hope that counts. If it doesn't, tell me in the comments and I will cry. Oh, this does not come out very fast. I'd say that's about 115 right there. And now I need to rub it into the strawberries. That is an unpleasant. Oh, smells so bad. Oh, gross. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, ew. Oh, ow. Oh, I have a cut in my hand. Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna kind of squish the strawberries up a bit because this has got to make like a kind of pastry, and that whole strawberries is not gonna have the right. I mean, like mashed up strawberries isn't either, but it's going to be better. It doesn't smell as bad now because of the sweetness of the strawberry, but it still smells horrible. Right, that's done. I've had enough of this. Right, that's okay. I also need to use a knife to mix in 1 egg yolk. Now the recipe called for 3 eggs, and those are turned into grapefruits. So I've got 3 grapefruits here. The yolk of 1 of the eggs is going to go in the pastry. And then the rest of the egg, along with the other 2 eggs, is going in the actual middle bit of the quiche. Alright, so I'm going to remove the yolk from this grapefruit. Now I've cut away the edges here to get the bit in the middle. And I'm going to pretend that that's the yolk there. Bloop. I'd say that's pretty well mixed in now. Shape into a ball, cover and chill for 15 minutes only. Okay, there will be no shaping of this into a ball. That is not happening. So instead of that, I'm just going to cover and chill for 15 minutes. None of this shaping this liquid. That's going to chill for 15 minutes. Step 2. Lightly flour a 20 centimeter 8-inch round loose-bottomed flan tin and place it on a baking tray. Well, I am substituting flour for strawberries, so I'm going to lightly strawberry this pan. Roll out the pastry and use to line the tin, trimming off any overhanging pieces. Okay, here is the pastry, fresh out the fridge, and I have to roll it out and use it to line the tin. I'm doing this in another baking tray because it's very liquidy and I want it to go everywhere. Right, I'd say that's rolled out. Now I've got to line this thing with that. Ew, for a start. I'm just gonna kind of tip it and just hope I don't spill it. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'll be doing any trimming. Press the pastry into the corners. Press the pastry into the corners. There you go. There. Oh, yes. Chill for 20 minutes. Now I've got to chill it again. Preheat the oven to gas mark 6. Alright, here is the cold pastry after being chilled for 20 minutes. Still smells bad. Right, what have I got to do? Step 3. Prick the pastry base all over. Prick. That did nothing. Place a sheet of baking parchment in the pastry case and sprinkle with baking beans. Then bake for 15 minutes. I haven't got a clue what baking beans are. Neither do I. But here is some baking parchment. So we will forget the baking beans. I believe it's some kind of something that helps the baking along. So we don't really need it because seeing as this isn't actual pastry anyway, it doesn't really apply. Reduce the heat to gas mark 4. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to reduce the heat to gas mark 4 before or after this 15 minutes. But I'm going to do it before because it's well hot here. And this is strawberries and vinegar. 15 minutes. Step 4. Cut the bacon into thin strips. These are already sliced, but it can't hurt to cut them further, I guess. Oh, how much do we need? It says 6 rashers, so I'm just going to kind of do this by ear. I think that's about right. Cook in a frying pan over medium heat until the fat runs. Now I doubt the fat is going to run out of mushrooms, so I'm going to add a bit of oil to the pan. Now I'm not really sure if these mushrooms are done or not because I hate mushrooms, so I don't eat them. But I think this is done. Use a slotted spoon to drain the bacon. Okay. Alright. Right, I think that is 15 minutes. Let's get this out of here and see how it is. Oh my goodness. That really stinks of vinegar. Remove the paper and beans from the pastry and sprinkle in the bacon. I will remove this. Is it going to be really hot? Goodness me. Sprinkle. Sprinkle. Beat the eggs and remaining yolks with the cream and seasoning and pour into the quiche. Before I beat the grapefruit with the fudge, I'm going to have to remove it from the peel, which is what I'm doing now. It's basically like the shell of the egg, isn't it? So, okay, so I cut up the remaining grapefruit. Turns out I got 1 red one and 2 yellow ones by mistake, but I don't really suppose that matters. So, I've got to beat them now with the fudge and a little bit of potato. Beginning to think now maybe this was a little bit too much grapefruit because it said 3 eggs and I got 3 grapefruits, thinking heh, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? But that's actually quite a lot of grapefruit. Anyway, I've got to add 300 milliliters of cream, which is actually fudge. So I've got 300 grams of fudge because, you know, that's how I translate things. So that's 150 and then another 150. This is clearly too much, so I'm going to maybe take some of the grapefruit out. I'm going to eat 1 piece of fudge just because. Oh, that's good. But yeah, not enough room to actually beat. Unless I want to squish it down a bit. But no, I can't exactly get in here to beat anything. So less grapefruit. I'll transfer it into the other jug. This had the vinegar in it, but it's going to go into the vinegar thing anyways in a minute. So less of this, please. No, I would say that gives me sufficient room for beating. No, I'll beat that. Oh wait, I need a bit of potato in here as well. Seeing as potato is replacing salt and pepper, I'm just going to grate a little bit. I'm not going to get any of the skin, so I'm just going to grate that bit off. And then I'm just going to kind of grate, yeah, just a little bit of that and kind of sprinkle it in just for flavour. And I'm going to beat this. I'm going to beat this. Okay, I have beaten this. Believe it or not, this is the same mixture. It looks completely different, but the fudge has gone up real small and kind of tainted the colour of the juice here. So this is fudge and grapefruit here. It looks like sick. Now I'm pouring it into the quiche. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's our quiche. Oh, goodness me. It doesn't actually look that bad. Step 5. Bake for about 40 minutes until set and golden. 40 minutes. I dread to think how this is going to look by the end of 40 minutes. I wonder if it will actually be solid. Because if not, I'll have to serve it in that dish. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes now, and I'm scared to open the door because it smells vinegar very bad out here. And I think as soon as I open the door, it's going to really, really stink, but I've got to do it. I can't leave it in all day. It's supposed to be set and golden, which I highly doubt. But we can... I mean, the strawberries kind of take the edge off. Oh, goodness me. And it's very much not set. Very liquidy. So, mushrooms look like they've been cooked into oblivion. As you can see, it's very much still liquid. But it's kind of gone a bit gelatinous around the edges here. But in the middle, yeah, very much liquid. Leave to stand for about 5 minutes before serving. So yeah, I'm going to leave that to stand. Stink the place out. And then it should be ready for serving. Lucky, 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 lucky. I know it's probably a pretty bad idea vlogging like this in the car, but I gotta tell you, I've got this thing on the floor down there, and it's like full to the brim. Every time I do like the gentlest break, it goes whoop and sloshes, and oh my goodness, and it stinks real bad. And like I've got it in another tray down there, but it's all up in that tray. I'm so glad I did that, and it stinks real bad. And I've had the fans on, and they're just blowing this vinegar air into my face, and it's very unpleasant. Just hope there's enough left in the tray for when I get there, so that my guests can actually eat it. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna serve that to these two. It's Lizzie and Michelle. Say hello.
Hi.
They're very nervous.
I'm terrified. I'm gonna be sick.
Because they can smell it.
Yeah, I've got a sick bowl ready.
The odor is not pleasant in here.
No. Actually, I can't smell it anymore. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna bring it over now.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm just so scared now.
I don't even want to look.
I don't think I've ever been so scared.
Alright. Are you ready for the
No, I'm
reveal?
not ready. I think I'm gonna cry.
I can smell pickle.
I smell vinegar.
Yeah, something's vinegary. Oh
Definitely there's vinegar in it.
Oh,
I think it looks too bad. It looks like rhubarb.
Nice. Oh, it's
It also kind of looks like sick. Oh! I can't smell it anymore.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
It didn't look appetizing before. After
I just got a water.
that car ride, it looks much less appetizing.
Oh, it's so vinegary.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna serve this up now. Now, usually quiche is like not served with a label, but we're having to go off the books here.
Wait, is this supposed to be quiche?
This is quiche.
Wow. Is there a mushroom in it?
Alright.
I can see mushroom. It genuinely looks like vomit. Like I've never seen anything that looks so much like vomit in my life. Not even vomit looks this much like vomit. It's disgusting.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, there are different parts to this. See if you can get something that isn't.
Oh.
I know what I'm after because I know the ingredients.
I hate mushroom.
This is definitely mushroom, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and blow the vinegar off.
3, 2, 1.
Not too bad. Not too bad actually.
No, it's not actually that bad, is it?
I mean, I wouldn't eat a whole bowl for
I mean,
it.
it's pretty gross.
Did you put icing in it?
No.
Oh my god! It's mixing with the toothpaste. I cleaned my teeth before this.
Clean your teeth straight before. That's probably a bad move.
I'm quite excited for that bit.
Go ahead.
Take in. talking
gonna
about.
cut it
I'm trying
up.
to figure out what the
Cut it up.
sweetness is. What is that? It looks so pulpy.
Well, I feel like you need to put this close up to the
Yeah, I
camera.
feel like we need to show them. Oh no! This must be some sort of fruit because I can see like the seedy bits.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Yeah, it's grapefruit.
Oh,
yeah.
the genius!
I actually really
Oh.
like grapefruit.
Oh, there you
But that
go.
means this is going to be really sour.
It tastes like pie.
Oh. Well, I guess quiche is kind of like pie.
It's-
So I call that a success.
How many ingredients are in this?
There are 6 ingredients, but one of them is so small it's imperceptible you never get.
Okay, so grapefruit, mushroom, vinegar.
Those are 3. So you're looking for 2 more. I'll tell you, there's a tiny bit of potato in there
Okay.
for seasoning.
Are you going in for another?
Yeah, but the bit that I like.
You know what?
Oh, is that bit? You like that bit?
If you can chew it, the texture might give it away.
Right, so there's mushroom, there's vinegar, there's grapefruit, there's something green, there's something red in there. Is it?
I know what it is. It's toffee or fudge.
Fudge! There is
Yes!
fudge in
So
Ah!
genius! I feel like there should be a version of this where you have to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And not throw up.
We're not written like that.
Is it like strawberries?
And it's strawberries! You've got all the
I
ingredients.
got
would
no
not
strawberries
guess
in my
that.
plate.
Well,
I think I'm gonna get that to
it's
out my
definitely
mouth.
quite like fine dining.
You said it. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed watching us squirm as we put vinegary mush into our mouths and also the cooking process of said dish. If you enjoyed this episode, there are others, you can check them out on my channel. And also Michelle has a channel which will be linked here and also in the description if you can't find it here. You can like this video as well.
No, tell them to like it. Don't just say you can like it.
Oh, I don't like to be
Like
forceful.
it.
I don't like to be forceful with my
Like
videos.
the video.
You have options.
I like to be thoughtful.
Liking, subscribing, commenting. They're all just
Bubbling away.
Just
Yeah.
put it out there.
Like this.
you can, but you don't have to. Like you can eat this if you want, but you don't have to.
I
And you
wouldn't.
probably don't
Oh,
want to.
So, I
a
would
bit
not
of it just
recommend
came up in my throat, like a bit like vomit.
Oh.
And it was a bit acidic.
Thing is, it genuinely tastes like vomit. I feel like I've been sick.
And on that note, I'll see you next time on Switchin in the kitchen. They didn't join in this time either. Can we do that again? And I'll see you next time on Switchin in the kitchen. Ah.